Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Quick admin. Can those of you who are subscribed check your subscriptions? YouTube is having a cull. Apparently it goes through every now and then and deletes dormant accounts and spam accounts. So if you want to be subscribed, just check that you are. YouTube's doing its thing again. Okay, welcome back. What is this energy? God, last week was horrendous. I've been so poorly. I'm going through massive changes. And yeah, okay. I'm just going to get straight into the cards. There is a kind of big thing in the field at the moment, but that new moon was, I don't know. Brutal, unpleasant. Yeah. Right. How are you, by the way? How is that new moon for you? I'm not hearing good things at the moment. People have had some seriously weird experiences with it. So we're going to play with two new decks of cards today. Here is one. And here is the other. Okay. We're in a colossal collective shift. I'm going to speak into this. We're in a colossal collective shift. And I felt it come through last week. And you know, I've been speaking recently about abreaction. That's what's in the system. And I was shown a great image to really help me put into words what I'm witnessing. And it was an image of two trapeze swings. One person in a knee lock hanging upside down, holding on to the ankles of another person, and the other person has reached out and caught the other trapeze. But nothing can happen until this one lets go. And the abreaction appears to be the recoil in the face of, whoa, this is a really big breakthrough, potential breakthrough here. So if there's a part of you that's hanging on to the other trapeze, while the part of you that's birthing is hanging on to the forward moving trapeze, there's some beautiful guidance here to manage that. What am I letting go of? Am I letting go? Because it might not be time. And only you will know that. All right. Wow, loud and clear. What I'm getting from this are the earth codes are changing. Oh, this is taking me straight into December. Kind of didn't want to go there today, but I've been doing the, I've been reaching into December, and there's going to be a big clearing, big ending of cycle again in December. It's coming in on the 18-9 energy, which is the wrapping up of a karmic cycle, and the 369 energy, which is let go. It's just let go. You've come as far as you can on this timeline, in this experience. It's time to dissolve. dissolve and integrate. And what are you telling me about these cards? Yeah, so there's this new breath. It's kind of it's breathing through the changes. It's harnessing the fear or the terror or the fright and just returning it to source, because it's just a resource. It's just energy. It's just a resource, but it can feel real, and we can give energy to it, and we can spiral down into it and struggle to find our way out of it. And what this is saying to me is to use it as a return breath to help it move through the body at a cellular level. And don't worry too much about that little mind that wants to understand, what is this and what do I do with this and da 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 da. No. It feels very organic and very natural. All right. Let go of the trapeze. Releasing constraints. And I sense what this time is going to reveal is where we've held ourselves small, is where we've held ourselves back, is where we've remained entangled in an old system of behavior. And that might be simple as people pleasing. What if you let go of that? What does that look like in the world? It can be as simple as the remnants of victim mentality. It can be a return to, yeah, I can see, universe, what you're waving around in front of my face, but it's never worked in the past. So it's dragging all that old baggage into what is going to be an amazing year next year in all sorts of ways. And I caution you not to let your mind go to, wow, whoopee, great things, because with all good, great things must come an amount of letting go, must come a release, even a grieving process of what we're letting go of. And again, it's that I can really feel the energy. It's the symbiosis of the, it's that, I'm struggling with the words. It's the simultaneous letting go and moving into something that won't feel familiar, that might feel uncomfortable, dangerous. And it's using that moment. I guess we could probably use that moment to train ourselves to breathe in and out, breathe forwards and breathe back, and then reconcile those two possibly competing sets of values or behaviors. So this might speak to where it hasn't worked in before. This might speak to, what if it doesn't work? This might speak to reaching up and out of straight line creation, top down creation, patriarchal. And if it doesn't trigger fear and victimization, those lower, heavier energies, then we can't lift them up. And they will keep pulling the same towards them. We need courage here. Courage is silently written in all of these cards. I get with this, much is being asked of us. We only have ourselves to be accountable to. This is really speaking of authenticity and autonomy. Yeah, because if we're creating the new, that's going to make us stand out in some kind of way. And again, we're back into what's the contra to that. You know, because for every shard of light, there is an equal and opposite. And so we might be getting inspired and becoming passionate. And the contra is, how do I harness this power? I'm scared. Or the contra might be, it won't work. Okay, the equal and opposite. So it's that breath. It's that breath between the two. Harmonize, reconcile. It's okay to dig into your fear. You've got to stand in the autonomy of yourself. You've got to stand in your own power. Yeah. Oh, wow, this is beautiful. So this is speaking of decisive focus, and that's kind of taking ownership up front of stumbling into fear, unprepared, unwarrior. It's a volition here. I'm going to. Intention, real focused intention. And I'm noticing a couple of cards from the bottom of the deck. I think this might be I think this is the underlying story. Yeah, this is taking us into December here. All right. So I sense there's going to be lots of activations happening. I'm already witnessing that. It's only Monday. Lots of activations happening. This horse is speaking to freedom. And I'm getting purity with that. The purity of free, it's unconditional freedom without bias or ego or egoic defiance. It's a purity of freedom, which we can only give to ourselves. And again, back to that breath, peaceful self-regulation, coming in on that 3. Building your own blueprints. It's giving yourself permission to do it the way this is really coming into personal authority. Giving yourself permission to do it how you want to do it. Lovely. Look at the hands in these 2 cards. And there's a reciprocity here. It's a reciprocal energy, which I guess speaks to not feeling alone in this, being at one. But we're all in it. Oh, completely. These messages. That's interesting. There's a lovely mirror there in the 23-5 and the 32-5. 5 is the expansion. It's the mind that wants to expand dynamically, rising. So we've got to let go of that trapeze, or the mind can't rise. Okay. So the main messages I'm getting from these is ownership and autonomy, authority, personal authority, focus, moving to instinct and allowing that powerful instinct to move you. Working with the fear, victim driven behavior and using peaceful self-regulation. And excuse me. And we're in Ophiuchus now. So if you think you're a Sag, you're actually in Ophiuchus. The dates vary, but from about now, 28th, 29th of November, till about the 17th of December, we're in Ophiuchus energy. And Ophiuchus is like the higher octave of the archetypes. So this is interdimensional. Big changes. Big changes. Okay, so let's go to the whispers of the ocean. Yeah. Now, this is yang. This is not passive. This is a doing. There's a challenge in this card, and the challenge is to bring it into form. Pay attention to the passion you're feeling, and how can you wield that like a wand? There's a dare to be different with this. There's also a question about how do you experience desire? What is desire to you? What does it look like when it holds hands with passion? And how can you rediscover your zeal? Track back along your timeline and land on the last time you felt zeal, that kind of crackling, active energy. When was the last time? Wow. The challenge continues because this is basically asking how you communicate. Okay, you've got Mars retrograde in Gemini in an opposition to Venus in Sag. Yeah, so it's asking the question, how do you talk to yourself? Yeah, how do you talk to others? How do you talk to yourself? Is there a kind of underlying narrative that you might not be paying full attention to, that you might need to bring focus to bring it right into your arena, put it on your radar, work with it, use the breath, regulate, integrate? Again, with the breath. So this is talking about using the breath to reconnect with your inner peace, so that steadfastness. The star energy coming through here, and it's coming through with the horse, because this is talking about water. We've got that big old moon, we've got the moon again in summoning power, and the star is about purification of the emotions. We're preparing, it feels like preparing energy. Yeah, it's like making sure all your washing's done before you pack to go on holiday. It's that. Again, look, with the desire. How do you experience desire? Where is it in your body? Which part of your body goes, I'm desirous? Hmm. So this is talking about abundance flowing in, and it might be an abundance that we as yet cannot conceive of. But maybe our hidden self totally can conceive of it and has gone into grasping fear, 4 of coins, withholding. Mm. Tell you, spring equinox is going to be a biggie. It's going to be a biggie. All right. Oh, lovely. Yeah. And this echoes the message of taking things slowly. And I've pretty much been saying the last 3 months of this year, I know we're almost in December now, are kind of not a very pushing energy. They're just like chew on the cud, do a little bit, and then go into the next phase, because we're doing a lot of washing, a lot of feeling. And again, breathe deeply and fully. So loads of breath work here. And I'm not talking about the kind of breath work that triggers the release of trauma. I'm talking about gentle breath work that allows us to self-regulate. Okay. That puts you back in control of this machine. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Let's go Sacred Rebels. I may only have just noticed this in this card, that she's given this monkey mind a job to do. So it's holding the paint. She has wisdom. This is the symbol of traveling between worlds, the intuitive wings that fly ahead and can bring information back. So she's in the liminal space, just following what comes in. And this is the purity of creation. So in this space, she won't be with the old narratives that question, is that the right color? Or do I need to start on the other leg? Where is this going? What does it mean? She's just in the liminal, following the nudge, maybe following her desire. No questions asked. That's beautiful. What a lovely message. That's gorgeous. Okay, folks, I'm going to start wrapping it up. I'm still recovering myself, so I'm just going to kind of take it easy and not push too hard this week. There's an awful lot happening. Where do we want to go? Oh, all right. Oh, I haven't used these for ages. This is my oldest deck of cards. I think it's called the Messenger Oracle. I used to use these with clients years ago, and they were just bonkers. Lovely. Bonkers as in helpful. Ah, wow. This is literally a message from the ancestors that's saying, it's time to let this go. Let go of your obligation to ancestral. Insert word there. It's almost an invitation to release us, release us. The wisdom will still be there and accessible. Wow. So this, wait. So as in the personal, law of correspondence, as within, so without, as below, so above. Wow. Is this a culmination of all the karmic work that we've done? That we are now releasing our ancestors to allow them to elevate. I feel a real heaviness. I get star as well with this. Oh, there's a snake in here as well. Ah. So this is speaking to Kundalini rising. There's a lot of Kundalini rising at the moment, an awful lot. Lots of activations going on. And there's this beautiful kind of washing. This feels like the masculine equivalent of the star card, which I tend to associate with feminine. Give me more on that. I'm fascinated by that card. I'm also fascinated that it's coming in on that 15 energy. 15-6 is the devil, which is basically choices. So 6 of choice. I guess it would be a choice whether we stay in the old or birth the new. Yes, I meant to say, last week was just so much. What got me through was rewatching the November big read. That was like, because I never remember. As soon as I stopped recording, I've forgotten everything that I said. And watching that really helped me. Wow. How do I put that into words? Okay. This is coming from some kind of ancestral space. And it's saying to me, we have learned our lesson and you can let go. It's saying, we have learned how to love without condition because you've shown us how. And I'm feeling very self-conscious now and a bit grandiose. Really? We have learned that we are all connected. So there's been an evolution in the world of spirit, in the liminal, a deeper understanding. Because it's always symbiotic. Everything is a breath. Everything is a movement of energy in and out. And as we do the work for ourselves and we rebirth those old, heavier ancestral energies, so too do we set free everything on our timeline, going back to the beginning of our existence and our ancestors' existence. And this is really giving me a clear message of the interconnectedness of everything. I've got to say, look at the snakes and dragons coming through. I mean, welcome, Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is in the house. Interconnectedness of all things. Okay, what are you telling me here? So we have respect your boundaries and need and necessity. That's speaking to desire. That's speaking to desire. Are we desiring through an old paradigm of want, where we don't see the gifts that are birthing within us because we're busy looking for the materialization of what we have previously conceived of as wealth? So this is inviting a change of value. Change of values. Respect your boundaries. It's kind of an internalization of that respect your boundaries. And it's speaking to negative self-speak because, thank you, right. So I'm being given the difference between want and desire. Want tends to come from lack, poverty consciousness, and that can manifest as negative self-speak, not good enough, not worthy, that kind of self-speak. So by adjusting your boundaries, it comes back to that question, am I still going to do this to myself? It's a big ask. These are hardwired behavior patterns. It's like the tail end of the comet of Pisces and everything that Pisces has been holding and is now washing clean. So yeah, need and necessity is speaking to want and desire. Wow. Yep. Yeah. Change is unavoidable. Challenge your perception. What if? It's a great game to play with yourself. What if? Okay. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm curious if there is a question. Question might be useful as we move into December. Yeah, completely. Want and desire. Wow, look at these poles. Am I reacting or responding? So responding, a response is when we've taken that breath, slowed the field down a little bit. Reaction, Mars. Push or allow, control or let go. And it's that push or allow, control or let go. These are big changes. All right, I'm going to wrap this up with an abundance card. And then I'm going to say TTFN. You might not hear from me very much this week. It's a busy week. But welcome, Ophiuchans. Welcome, December. Yeah. It can be very difficult sometimes when anger gets triggered. This is happening for me, not to me. Tectonic shifts. That's what I get. All right. All right, my loves. I'm going to go. I hope this has made some kind of sense. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for being here. Thank you in advance for your likes, subs and comments. Love your comments. Take care. I wish you well. Take it easy. Drink plenty of water. And I will see you all again soon. Much love. Bye.